My name's Erick Weiss, and I'm one of your producers this evening, along with my good friend and colleague, Allison Jackson. Allison, where are you? Thank you all. You know, I consider myself so blessed. I have a beautiful wife, and I have two huggable, snuggable, gorgeous, beautiful little 9-year-old twin daughters named Alice and Margaret, and it's just such a blessing to be a parent, and I know there are a lot of parents here tonight. And honestly, not a moment goes by in my life when I don't think about my girls. And having lost my own mother to cancer, I worry. I worry about my health. I worry about the health of my wife. I worry about the future of my kids. I'm an event producer, and I've had the great fortune to be able to produce just wonderful events raising millions of dollars over the years for unbelievably wonderful charities. But I will tell you this, not one of them touches my heart the way cancer does, and in particular the way Stop Cancer does. So 2 years ago, I was asked to come out and speak to you all. I came out and I told you the story about my mother's unfortunately losing battle with cancer, and then, of course, my personal relationship to it. But this year I'd like to tell you a story about courage and strength and resilience and selflessness. You know, there's a word you don't hear very much. I think we live in the era of Us magazine and We magazine and I magazine. Nobody's publishing Selflessness magazine yet. Yeah. But really, when you meet a selfless person like a Florence, a Jamian, or the young lady I'm going to tell you about, it's an inspiring thing. In August of 2011, a little girl in first grade, by the name of Emma Wood, was diagnosed with ALL, that's acute lymphoblastic leukemia. I cannot begin to imagine what her parents felt when they got that diagnosis, let alone what Emma was feeling. Emma was immediately taken into Children's Hospital Los Angeles and went straight into a 3-week treatment of daily heavy-duty chemotherapy. That was only the precursor to a 27-month ordeal that included weekly visits to the hospital, transfusions, countless blood draws, steroid treatments, every kind of treatment you can imagine to fight this disease. Emma spent second grade homeschooled because she couldn't be around other children for fear of infection. Her body got puffy. She lost her hair, of course. The steroids made her so hungry that, 5 minutes after breakfast, she'd be asking for lunch. It was a brutal ordeal that was very, very difficult for her mother and father and older brother and sister to watch. But through it all, Emma did everything that her doctors asked her to do. She never exhibited any self-pity. She never said, "Why me?" She was, and here's the spoiler alert, she still is, yes, the story has a happy ending, a real inspiration to her family and her many, many friends. So shortly after the diagnosis, Emma's parents' friends, Mark and Lisa Sapiro, who are here with us tonight, they reached out and said, "Can we come over and have a chat?" And they came over and they told Emma's parents about this little organization they work with called Stop Cancer. And they said, "Hey, do you want to come along on the annual run walk? It's just a couple weeks away." And Emma got so excited about the idea that, boom, Team Emma was born. And Team Emma, in year one, raised $10,000 and enrolled over 100 walkers in year one. In year 2 and year 3, that just grew exponentially. And in the meantime, Emma started a toy drive at her school, and she and her mom and her brother and sister gave away literally hundreds of toys to kids undergoing pediatric cancer treatments at Children's Hospital. Emma is this delightful little sparkle girl. She's just a delight, and she's always thinking about others. She is the embodiment of selflessness. She really is. And she's got this big warm heart. She's always got a smile on her face, and she's decided she wants to become a doctor and treat pediatric cancer patients at Children's Hospital Los Angeles. She's been an inspiration to her family and friends when she was in treatment, and she still is now that she's completely in recovery. And remission. She's doing great. She's 10, and she's here tonight, and I have the great pleasure to bring her out. Emma. Thank you. Thank you for coming out. Doesn't she look beautiful tonight? Look at that, right? Yeah, you're going to be on the cover of Selfless magazine, okay? I'm going to publish it. Emma, tell me, what's the most number of walkers you guys ever got?
300.
300 walkers at the Run Walk, okay? And what is the most amount of money you guys raised in 1 year?
25,000.
25,000. Okay, that's a seed grant, everybody. That's a seed grant from Emma. You were 7 or 8 when you raised that much money, right? How's that? Emma, we're so glad to have you. Is there anything else you want to say?
Thank you all, Stop Cancer, and everyone who supported Team Emma.
Emma, thank you very much for letting me share your story. All right? You look fantastic. Thank you. Danielle's waiting for you right there. There you go. Thank you. That's what we're here for, folks. Give it up for Emma one more time. At the end of the day, the bottom line is the research that our doctors are pursuing are resulting in treatments that give people like Emma the opportunity to survive and live out their dreams. You've heard it here. Sherry Lansing talked about it. Michael Hammer talked about it. We all know in this room now what we're doing. Stop Cancer donates to USC, UCLA, and the City of Hope. Every dollar that we donate to them is matched 100%. So a full $150,000 grant ultimately results in a $300,000 grant to that researcher. We are putting the young, brightest, sharpest, most wonderful minds that Florence can find on the road to finding cures. And our doctors have amazing track records. They are showing up as the top people in their fields across the country. They are delivering measurable, verifiable treatments and cures. And like Sherry Lansing said in the video at the beginning of the evening, they are so close. We are going to beat this disease.